Hello YouTubers, shooters, and reloaders. Flyer556 coming to you tonight. I'm going to make a video tonight to show you guys how I load all my Tumble Lube bullets from Lee. I load all these bullets to look conventional because I know none of us like that stickiness on your fingers, the stickiness of the Lee Liquid A-Lux getting in your bullet boxes, getting in your magazine, getting on your feed ramp, etc. And it's not the most presentable look when you go to the range. I'm not crazy about it. However, I like these Lee Tumble Lube bullets. They shoot great. The Tumble Lube design is great. It's quick, it's efficient. I just don't like the way it looks and the stickiness in the gun and on the bullet box and on your fingers, and I don't like the way the final product looks. So what I'm going to show you tonight is how I get these bullets. This is a Lee 124 grain 9mm Tumble Lube design to come out looking like this. There's no A-Lux outside on the lead, and there's no A-Lux on the base of the bullet either. I'll give you a better picture close-ups after I finish up what I want to show you. Anyhow, we're starting out here. We're going to be loading the Lee 9mm 124 grain 2R round nose Tumble Lube bullets tonight. I already have all my brass prepped here. I already have all my bullets prepped here. Now the key thing to how I start this process is I do what everybody normally does. I put all the bullets in a plastic Tupperware container, put some Lee Liquid A-Lux on them, shake them up, stir them up, lay them out on wax paper, let them dry overnight. I size them the next night, and then I re-lubricate them again, stand them all up with the bases down, let them dry another 24 hours, and then the next step, what I do, what people normally don't do, is I take each bullet like this, and I take a simple rag like this. I put a little bit of this on the corner of it, mineral spirits. It cuts the A-Lux like no tomorrow. And before I load them, I take the rag with a little bit on it, and I wipe the tip, just briefly, just like that, real quick. Spin it around, make sure you don't take anything out of the drive bands. I wipe the base, so the base is completely clean, and the tip is completely clean. I do that with every one, then I put them in this box here. Lubed sized bullets. Okay, that's half the process of how I get the final product to look like these. Anyhow, let's get right into it. I'll show you how I do it. I don't want to make this too long. I want to keep it short and simple. So let's get right into it. I already checked all the settings on the dies and the overall length and the powder measure and everything. So what I do is I load 10, I check everything. I load 10, I check everything. And that's how I keep everything consistent. Anyhow, we're going to load 10 right now. We're going to be using the Lee 4-hole classic turret press tonight. That's my go-to press for handgun. And let's get right into it. Put a piece of brass in. First pull, you're going to resize, index. Second pull, you're going to drop the powder and expand, index. You're going to take one of these bullets that I've already cleaned the tip and the base. The reason I do that is another reason I don't like about the Tumble Lube design is that if you don't clean the tip, it'll build up in your seating die, which becomes a problem with case overall length because it seats it too deep. And if you don't clean the base, people say it's fine, but I don't trust it with contamination of the powder. So that's why I clean the base, which is step one in how I make all this happen. Set a bullet on top. You're going to come down for pull 3. You're going to seat, index, crimp, index. Now, I don't put this in the loading block yet because there's a couple more steps still. So just to run you through the first one, how I do it. I put it to the side like that. Now we're going to do 9 more. Okay? Brass, size, drop the powder, expand, place a bullet on top, index, seat, index, crimp, index, 2, size, powder and expand, bullet on top, seat, index, crimp, index. That's 3. New piece of brass, size, drop the powder, expand, put a bullet on top, seat, crimp, 4. Piece of brass, size, drop the powder, expand, bullet on top, seat, crimp. Okay, that's 5. Size, drop the powder, expand, bullet on top, seat, crimp. That's 6. Brass, size, drop the powder, expand, bullet on top, seat, crimp. That's 7. Brass, size, drop the powder, expand, bullet on top, seat, crimp. That's 8. Brass, size, drop the powder, expand, bullet on top, seat, crimp. Okay, that's 9. Now on case 10, what I do is I weigh my brass, zero out my scale on every 10th round. Do the same thing. Size, drop the powder, expand. Now, before I put a bullet, I check the powder charge on every 10th round. It's exactly where I want it. 4.7 grains of CFE pistol by Hodgdon. That's what I'm loading. It's a middle of the road load, and I just check it every 10th round to make sure that as this powder's coming down, the charge isn't changing. If it starts to drop, I add powder and I make sure it's dropping right on 4.7. Okay, we got the powder in. Now we're going to seat. We're going to crimp. Now, this is the final trick to how I get these Tumble Lube bullets to look factory. It's a little more work, but it makes a beautiful end result. I take a little bit of this mineral spirits, my trusty rag here, put a little bit on the corner of the rag. Okay, I take these one by one, take the bullet, put it in the rag with the bullet in the rag in the mineral spirits, and just give it a quick wipe like that, and then go to a dry part and a quick wipe like that. That's it. That's all you need to do. There's no A-Lux on from the case mouth up. There's none whatsoever. It's nice shiny lead. Then I take the round, drop it in the headspace gauge. As you can see, it's perfectly flush. See? Perfectly flush. Everyone also gets checked when I get to this point. Dump it out, and I just run through them just like that. I grab the brass with the rag. I take the part with the mineral spirits, wipe the bullet, just like that. Go to a dry part of the rag, wipe the bullet, just like that. There it is. Nice shiny lead with no A-Lux on the tip of the bullet. Drop it in the headspace gauge, make sure it fits. No problem there. Not that there ever is with the Lee Factory crimp die. And I run through this like this, and that's it. That's my secret to how I get the Tumble Lube bullet to look like a conventional lube bullet. I'm not going to make you watch me do this to all 10 of them. There's no sense in that. But I'll show you what the final product looks like. I got 15 of them done here, and I got 100 of them back there done. This is what they look like when they're done. Okay? No Lee Liquid A-Lux from the case mouth up. Nothing but nice shiny lead. There's no need for it. Once you get past the case mouth, it's not doing you any good. The only place you need the lube is on the drive bands. That's it. To seal the bore. Okay? So that's my little tip. That's how I make the Lee Tumble Lube bullets come out looking almost factory. No Lee Liquid A-Lux on the outside. It's a little extra work between the two steps where you got to wipe the tips and bases before you load, but that keeps your die running clean. It keeps your case overall length consistent because nothing builds up in the die because there's nothing on the tip to build up. And then you do that final wipe down that I showed you with the rag and the mineral spirits, and drop them in the headspace gauge, make sure they're good, and when they're good, then they go in the loading block. And that's it. That's it for today. That's how I make the Lee Tumble Lube bullet look like it was done in a sizer lubricator. And you can do it with no sizer lubricator. Catch you guys later until the next video. Remember, please like, subscribe, share, and help grow my channel. And thanks for watching this video.